With the power of Tandem HR, you are in the fast lane on Main Street with Get Down to Business with Shalom Klein, the show for business and jobs. Now, the champion of networking, the advocate of jobs, the guru of business, your host, Shalom Klein.
We are all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship and business. We talk a lot about business here. You're on with Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein. Remember, you can always download podcasts from Get Down to Business on my website at shalomklein.com. And while you are there, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Shalom Klein. It's going to be a jam-packed week of content and information you won't want to miss. It's a live show. You could call us at 312-642-5600, 312-642-5600. And this week, we'll be joined by guest Josh Kiem and the influence man, Dan Duster, and I'll be sharing some tips that I think every business owner needs to know about how to manage your contacts. Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR, your solution center. You can find them online at tandemhr.com or give them a call, 630-928-0510, 630-928-0510. So as promised, first up on Get Down to Business today, somebody that knows a thing or two about technology, knows a thing or two about marketing, and thrilled to be joined here in studio by Josh Kiem, of Bell Litho Internet Solutions. Josh, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
So, Josh, tell us a little bit about Bell Litho and what you guys do.
Well, Bell Litho is we call it a 50-year startup. We started in the Printer Row area of Chicago as a small lithograph. And
you've innovated since then, I assume.
Absolutely. And now I'm part of the higher tech division. I came from a Fortune 500 company. Spent many years at Motorola in Libertyville, and now I'm at the small company.
Interesting. So you've been in the mobile wireless side of things. I'm curious, just looking at a professional, looking at what you do. Why do you think that you were capable of implementing change and bringing technology to, as you said, a 50-year-old startup? What was it that drew you to take on a challenge?
Oh, we have a software as a service product, which is a great deal different than the basic printing product that we've expanded. We've expanded based on our customers' needs for over these years, gone into labeling and distribution of marketing materials, and now the software programs, because the internet is the way the whole world works now.
So let's talk a little bit about Bell Litho and some of those software programs. I know from reading up a little bit that Bell Litho, all kidding aside, has been quite innovative in providing solutions to clients in a number of specific industries, which I want to get to in a moment. There's been some, you have a niche, which I find fascinating, but tell us a little bit about the unique value proposition. What is unique about the software? What's unique about the solution?
Oh, and we had customers coming to us for printing materials, and they needed them. First, they needed them in a month, then they needed them a week, then they needed them in a day. And it just became obvious that given the way business moves today, they needed them faster. So we came to them, and we went looking with them, find a solution online, and there wasn't one. So we built a solution that allows people to create graphic material in real time so that they can distribute out their brand management out to their point of sale.
Because every business, big or small, is always under a tight timeline. Have you ever gotten a call from somebody that said, no rush at all, take your time?
Yeah, we always get those. People say, I know exactly what I want, and I need it 6 months in advance.
Of course, right. So one of the systems that I saw is a system called ePrint 3. Tell us a little bit about that. That sounds really innovative and unique.
ePrint 3 is a way for companies who have multiple literature distribution areas and print areas to centralize and take a benefit of their multiple locations, put their volume all together in one place, and get print on demand when necessary, or if it makes more sense to stock materials, we do that for them. We take care of the distribution, we take care of replenishment, and all the ordering is done online, can be charged to a corporation, to a department, or to a credit card.
Interesting. So I know Bell Litho, I'm sure, like most businesses, you could work with any business and you could work with any industry. But it sounds like there's been a specific niche in automobile and perhaps a little bit of the manufacturing and industrial manufacturers and distributors. Tell us how that developed.
Well, we've had a great deal of work with some of those companies, but it's just one of many companies.
Sure.
We're a trade printer, which means we don't generally do the kind of stuff that a wedding invitation, although we do. But generally, we work with other companies that need print done.
That's great.
So we do that. And automotive companies, because of the turnover of models, the number of parts, they count on us to have the information and keep it consistent over the years.
And you're working with companies outside of the Chicagoland area as well, I assume.
All right, we have customers. We're based in Elk Grove Village, right here.
Local.
Local now. We've been here since I believe the 70s. But we're in Elk Grove Village, which is just in the shadow of O'Hare. So we have the ability to get things using any kind of shipping anywhere quickly. We
Get
can
it in
also,
their hands
of course,
real quick.
do it electronically.
Of course.
We have the ability with using our speed marketing system to publish to tomorrow's newspaper, assuming the newspaper will take the ad tonight.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So tell us about what some of the greatest challenges have been in bringing innovation to a company, perhaps in growing the clientele from what they may have been used to 50 years ago to what the solutions that Bell Litho can provide today in 2016.
Well, just within the print, it's so much of a different world now. It used to be that you needed to go through a whole chemical process and a photographic process and all these other plate making processes. We do that stuff. It used to take weeks. We do it so quickly now. It's a day. So, but that's just table stakes in the printing industry these days. You need to. What we do is we basically take our customers' problems. We bring them in house. That's really our expertise. And we solve their problem. Sometimes we make money at it, and sometimes we don't make as much money at it. But they know they can count on us. We're the guys you call at 3 p.m. on Friday when you need your 500,000 labels on your desk by 9 on Saturday. That's the kind of thing we do.
Sure. Well, you know how to respond to customers' needs. So you've been at the company now for about 5 years?
Yeah, I'm one of the new kids. Most of the people there have been there decades. I'm still one of the new kids and learning the ropes.
You seem to know a thing or two about the industry.
My expertise is more in the higher tech, and we're developing some more intellectual property. We have 5 patents, and we're developing more sophisticated distribution, because in the print world, you work with the the supply chain or the buyer, and now that's becoming in some ways more commoditized and more computer to computer. So our distribution chain has to prove that they can add more value to the customer as they need it. And that's one of the things we do. We take care of things that you think, I've missed the deadline, I've made a mistake, I need something now. You call us and we make that happen.
Well, you seem to have a drive. You seem to have a passion for what you do. Clearly, you have an impressive resume and working with a number of interesting technology companies in the past. Josh, is there anything that in particular you could point to that inspires you as a professional, that sort of leads you to get up every morning and do what you do, that led you in that transformation from an old position to this new position? Any books that you've read that you think you'd love to point listeners of Get Down to Business to?
I would say the thing about a lot of the business press, like the good to greats and so on, is they go good to great to not so great. And the beauty of the company that I'm with now is you deal in a smaller company, you deal face to face with the principals every day, and you see the character and you see how the decisions are made. And sometimes you work with them to get better decisions, and basically there's a conservatism that you want to play to make sure you keep doing things right. And you keep the old school values of quality and customer service while introducing technology to even improve on the customer's experience.
So certainly quite the change from working in one of the larger companies in the country to working with what would be considered a small business, but certainly an established business. You call it a 50-year-old startup, but clearly you guys are delivering on customer needs. So, Josh, believe it or not, we are just about out of time. How can people learn more about Bell Litho, the company, and perhaps contact you?
Well, you can call me at 847-952-3300. Just ask for Josh. We go by our first names because we're that kind of company. That's 847-952-3300. Look us up on the website at www, of course, bell-litho, litho.com. Lithography was our start. We do all kinds of printing now.
That's great. Well, Josh Kiem, thanks for joining us on Get Down to Business. After the break, we're going to be chatting with Dan Duster, who is the Influence Man, and he's going to be telling us about a sales training program. Can't wait for that discussion. He is the Influence Man. Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR, your solutions center. You can find them at tandemhr.com or call them 630-928-0510. And at the end of the program, I'll be sharing some tips on how to manage your contacts. Don't touch that dial, Chicago. You're listening to Get Down to Business.